Hello, my name's Ellie. Welcome back to my channel. I am currently in Europe. I am going to fly all the way. So today I thought I would take you along the packing adventure for my summer 2024. I'm traveling quite a lot this summer. I am going to the UK, the US, and Central America. It's a lot of things to pack for, and I'm only taking a carry-on, so this is going to be a challenge and a half. Obviously I travel a lot, so this is not my first rodeo, but I don't think I've ever attempted to pack for such a long time in such a small bag for so many different types of climates and trips and things. So I really don't know how this is gonna go. I thought I'd start by getting ready and then I'll take you on the packing journey. I've already thought about what I'm gonna pack a lot in advance since I knew this was coming, and I thought I'd start in the bathroom area and put together all the toiletries and things that I will need for this trip.
I took a stroll downtown this evening.
I don't usually like to travel with a lot of makeup, so on this trip I'm taking an eyebrow gel, a mascara, my lash curler, because I always use that when I use mascara, and concealer, and that's it. I just realized that I'm gonna go to graduation, and I am actually gonna take makeup for graduation, but I'm gonna give that to my mom and then she'll take that back home, so I won't have to carry that for the whole trip. On a day-to-day basis, I usually always wear my favorite scent, but it comes in a huge bottle, and oh, it smells so good. It comes in a huge bottle, so I am gonna take minis. So usually when I travel, I take the perfume testers that I've gathered over the years from different perfume stores. So I have these little minis from a perfume place in Paris and also a few from Le Labo. You might know them. So I just take a couple of those with me, and then I always have perfume, and I don't have to carry a big bottle or worry about it spilling in my bag or anything. On all my trips, I always pack a first aid kit, but since one of my trip destinations is Guatemala, I'm packing a few extra first aid things. I'm packing some charcoal tablets, some anti-diarrheals, and motion sickness. Trying to find. Alrighty, so now I'm in the very messy getting ready room. Have a nice map of the world here for some inspiration. Actually, maybe I'll show you. I am currently in Europe. I am gonna fly to London, which is there, and then I'm flying all the way to the East Coast, and then I'm flying to the center and to the West Coast, and then I'm flying all the way down here, and then I'm flying all the way back home. So it is gonna be an adventure and a half. I'm gone for 2 months. I am so excited. I cannot wait. Alright, I'm gonna clean up this room a little bit and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I need to wash these. I've made an initial pass at the packing process. You can see behind me, it's a little bit of a mess, but it's actually organized. And now I'm gonna do my next steps, which is looking at the weather for all the places that I'm going and seeing what is the rain expectation, what's the temperature, daily highs and lows and things. And then also finding some bits and bobs that are still on the list. I keep a list on my phone of all the things that I'm noticing that I still have to gather from around the house, so that's the next step. And then at some point I'll have to put it into the backpack, but that's for later. Alright, I'm done with all the major packing, and what I like to do at this stage is try on all the outfits that I have laid out and see like if they look good together, if all the tops match with all the bottoms, that sort of thing. Since I have a lot of restrictions in terms of space and weight for this trip, I need to make sure that all of the clothes that I'm taking match with each other and that I have like enough of everything but nothing doubled. So currently you can see I've sort of laid out the different categories of clothing. I have warm stuff here, bottoms here, like tops with sleeves and then tops without sleeves, and then like a fancy outfit over there that I need for my graduation. And now I'm gonna try on a bunch of outfits, which of course is always fun, so bear with me for that. So when I'm packing, you kind of saw a second ago my packing process, and now I wanted to go through the actual categories of items that I will be taking on this trip. I tend to make a list ahead of time and then I'll find all the items around my house. So I'm gonna start with clothing. So clothing, I'm gonna start with the outerwear category. I have a black windbreaker rain jacket, which is Gore-Tex, so it's waterproof. I have a blue fleece that goes underneath everything, a merino wool underlayer that keeps me warm but doesn't take up any space underneath my other clothing, a long pair of hiking pants, a pair of long blue Lululemon leggings that match with every outfit that work as a warmth layer and also as a sport layer, and then a hoodie. I never travel without a hoodie. I know that this is personal preference, but I always want to have something cozy to cuddle up in. I have a brown one from Lululemon. It's the Scuba. I absolutely love that thing. And then I'm taking one brown long sleeve shirt, also again a sporty Lululemon fabrics, which looks nice but also works in like sporty environments, and then a pair of cargo pants, which is going to be my choice of long pants. So you could take a pair of jeans. Cargos are more comfortable to me and also are lighter and take up less space in my luggage, so I prefer to travel with those. Next, I'm gonna move on to the shoe category. So I'm taking 3 pairs of shoes. The first pair are my rubber Tiva sandals. They work as flip-flops, they also work as walking sandals. They're like my favorite travel shoe ever. I highly recommend them. The next one is tennis shoes, so any sort of like everyday shoe that also work for some walks. That's number 2. I use the Hoka Clifton 9s. They're also my running shoes, so they double up as running shoes for this trip. And last is a pair of hiking boots. I'm gonna go on quite some hiking adventures on this one, so I'm taking my Merrell Gore-Tex hiking boots. They're not huge, they're not tiny. I'll wear them on the plane so I don't have to carry them in my luggage. The next big category is tops. So in terms of tops, I'm taking multiple different things. Okay, I have 7 items that are tops. The first one is a black sweatery tank top. It has about the same cut as this, but it's made out of the sweater material, so it's a bit more fancy. Then I have another tank top that is like a bit more cute and fun. I'm gonna go out partying a little bit in DC, so that top is for that day. Then I'm taking one basic t-shirt that goes with everything, a black long sleeve blouse that is really casual but also can be dressed up and is just super comfortable, so I can throw it on whenever, and it also offers me good sun protection. And then I'm also going to take a cute little white lacy blouse for any event that I need to go to, and it's also super comfy and I can wear it on the everyday. I'm also taking a linen blouse. It's long sleeve and sort of taupe colored, so it goes with everything. It's a great sun protector. It's a great like warmth layer. It kind of goes with everything. Good swimsuit cover up. It's a very versatile piece. And then lastly, a Lululemon tank top that doubles as a sport shirt and also just a regular tank top on the everyday. It's an Align. I love the Align tank tops and I just highly recommend. The next category is the bottoms. So I have several different bottoms. One is the denim short. I usually don't take these when I'm going backpacking destinations, but because I'm going to London and DC on this trip as well, sort of city places where I want to look a bit nicer, I'm taking a nicer pair of shorts. Then my favorite pair of black running shorts that I will wear like on the daily in hot countries like Guatemala. I think the ones that I have are by Athleta, but really any black running shorts would do the trick. They also dry really quickly, so if I wanted to wash them, that's very convenient. Then I'm taking a long white linen dress, since Guatemala is quite a conservative country, and a short pink sundress for all the other locations, and I'm not sure if I can get away with it in Guatemala, but I'm gonna see when I get there. blue linen pants. They're long, they go with everything, and they're conservative once again. And then in terms of like undergarments, 5 pairs of underwear, 5 pairs of socks, 1 pair of long hiking socks to go with my hiking boots, a black sports bra that goes with everything, a regular bra that goes with everything, and 1 outfit to sleep in. So you'll notice that I don't have multiples of everything for the number of days that I'm traveling, obviously, but I'm taking like 5 of a multiple that is the same thing, and then I'll wash them as I go. Obviously, and I'm also taking into account the time that it takes to wash things, so if you have items that are more quick drying, I would recommend taking those options over other fabrics that take longer to dry, for example. Then moving on to jewelry and accessories. So I'm taking 1 pair of nicer earrings, and then my daily everyday earrings that I wear all the time, my bracelet stack that I wear all the time, a pair of sunglasses, and that's it. Oh, and a ball cap. So those are that's how I travel in terms of jewelry. I don't take anything expensive. I don't take anything that I will be heartbroken about having lost or damaged or stolen. Moving on, I have a bag section. So I've noticed that when I'm traveling, it's really useful to have some extra bags to put stuff in. So I always take a dirty clothes bag. This could be a packing cube that is currently filled with clothing that I then empty out, but I just keep in the back of my mind, I want a dirty clothes bag. I want a day pack backpack that's really tiny and collapsible that I can use when I'm going on like a day hike, for example. The one I use, I think, is by Osprey. It's pretty small. It's great. And then I also am taking a fanny pack as my daily purse. This is my daily purse. It's by Uniqlo. It works for everything. It works in a sport environment. I love that thing. And then the next category is the gear category. So this is sort of a miscellaneous bunch of stuff. Number 1 is a carabiner to clip your water bottle onto something, to like hang things off your bag. It's just always a useful thing to carry. Next thing is an underwater phone case for beachy destinations. Goggles or a snorkel, I'm not sure yet. I have to do some more research if I'm taking this. I might just buy one on my trip if I need it because it takes up quite a lot of space. A running belt, so I have this Lululemon running belt, and it's the best thing ever, and it can also double as like a money belt to put underneath your clothing, so that's a really useful travel item, I think. I'm taking 1 bikini, a mini water bottle for the days that I just want a tiny little bit of water with me. It's plastic anyway, so I can chunk it if I don't need it. Clothes washing liquid, I have these little Tide packets and a Tide spot remover. I usually don't travel with this, but I've noticed last trip that I wish I would have had this, so I'm gonna take those 2 things. A lock for hostels, like a little padlock, a travel towel, one that's big enough. I used to have a smaller travel towel, but it just annoyed me that I wasn't comfortable. So now I have a big travel beach towel, and it's still very light and collapsible. A sewing kit is also really useful, a teeny tiny thing with needle and thread, insect repellent patches, and insect spray. Insect spray for Guatemala. I do not want to be bitten to death by mosquitoes. Then I have electrolytes, my daily vitamins, and charcoal tablets. And then I also have a first aid kit and all my like medications that I take. And then another thing that I have is a UV light water zapper. It's this little device that you put in your water bottle, and it like sterilizes the water via UV light. I found it really useful when traveling in countries where the drinking water isn't safe. So this way, even when you buy water, or if you get it from some sort of questionable source, you can just zap it with this thing and you can make sure that it's safe. Other people like to use a LifeStraw, but I find that even with a LifeStraw, I don't feel comfortable drinking water where I don't know where it come from, and this UV zapper seems sort of more legit, and it's also easier because you don't have to drink the water out of the straw, which is kind of hard to drink out of. I don't really like it. So yeah, I recommend the UV light zapper if you're looking for like water safety methods. And then in terms of toiletries, I have a long list. Obviously, I think I'll put this list up on the screen here. I guess it's sort of personal what you need in terms of toiletries, but I like making a list for myself. And then I also have a makeup list. I'm taking very minimal makeup. I'm just taking a concealer, eyebrow gel, mascara, and perfume samplers, like little mini perfumes. If I were just going to Guatemala, I honestly probably wouldn't take any makeup at all, but since I am going to other destinations on this trip as well, where I might be going to events or going out, I do like to have just a little bit of makeup on hand. The last category is carry-on and tech. So this includes everything that I'll be putting in my carry-on bag and all sorts of like chargers and things. So I have gum, a journal and 2 pens, my laptop and the charger, my earpods and the charger, my camera and the charger, a SIM card connector for my phone so that I can use my phone in foreign countries, a tool to like open your phone with, an adapter for both the USA and the UK and Guatemala since I'm going all those places, but the plugs in Guatemala are the same as US plugs, so I just need one. And then a power bank for my phone and the charger for that as well. My big like travel water bottle, I use a Hydro Flask. It's really cute. It's pink. I also have some printouts with me of my important documents, any credit cards, and onward travel tickets. So I read that for Guatemala, people require you to have a proof of onward travel when you arrive in the country. So I printed that boarding pass out, or like the itinerary. I'm also taking some cash and US dollars to exchange for quetzales once I'm in Guatemala. Obviously all my important documents like passports, driver's license, etc. Okay, so I think I've covered all of the things that I'm taking that are relevant for the Guatemala trip. Some other items that I considered taking but decided against are any sort of travel pillow. I just don't like those things really. A mosquito net. I did some research on mosquitoes in Guatemala and I feel like I won't need it, but I am gonna do some more reading before I leave just in case. I have had dengue fever before. I want to make a story time video about this. And so now I'm a bit paranoid about mosquitoes, and if I'm traveling to a country where dengue risk is high, I will always travel with a mosquito net that I can put up over my hostel bed or my hotel room bed and just sleep there, because places tend to not provide them, even in countries where I would argue it's necessary. So I hope this travel video was helpful to you if you're packing. I cannot wait for my trip. I'm gonna go start continuing the packing process now, and I will hopefully see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, whoever you are, wherever you are. And stay tuned for my travel vlogs. Bye!